if you want to be rich and young, how glamorous is that? And I think that is given this current generation, everybody wants to be rich and young. Everybody wants to be rich quick. And I do believe there are ways that can actually catapult you, your net worth, to unimaginable highs. That I believe, if you are lucky, if you are early, if you invest at the right time, at the right period with the hype and everything. Yeah, I'm not saying there are not legal ways to get rich quick, but that is not the rule, all right? That is not the rule. It is the exception. Otherwise, everybody will be rich. But because everybody wants to make money, everybody wants to be comfortable. Everybody wants to be, financially independent, free, meaning not having to worry about money. All right, I'm not talking about people wanting to be billionaires. Maybe those exist, but here I think if you ask 100 million Americans, or a billion people on earth, they will tell you, they won't give you a number, in how rich they want to be. They will tell you, I don't want to have to worry about money. All right, so the reason why I'm sharing this video with you guys is because I tend to see in our current generation that, people want to get rich quick. And because of that, anytime, you have heard many times, this year, last year, the year before, people being investigated, people being arrested by either the IRS or by the government or by the FBI because they took PPP loans. They took stimulus money, they took some loans on fake businesses and squandered those some cash money into expensive travels, expensive lavish lifestyles, cars, supercars, mansions, etc., etc. Literally across the nation. All right. And on the other side, you also hear people who have been, stolen from, or people who have been, either blackmailed, or people who have been scammed on cryptocurrency, on NFT, even public figures like MVPs, VIPs, celebrities that have been scammed on the NFT side. Why? Because there is this tendency for people to actually always trying to look for what is the next thing, what is the next hype, what is the next thing that will make me take my net worth from 10,000 to $10 million. And that is why some of the cryptocurrencies have been really gaining a lot last year because people were looking for the gem, right? The golden ticket to riches. Now, let me share with you an interesting story, and which I believe everybody needs to hear because it will kind of change the way you need to see at things, especially if you are somebody willing to build wealth or already in the process of building wealth. All right, and it's about Warren Buffett. So Warren Buffett, everybody knows who he is. And if you don't know who Warren Buffett is, we call them the Oracle of Omaha, meaning he's one of the top investors in the world. But he has a technique, his approach of investing is totally different. It might even be boring if you consider some of the ways he's doing it. But what is very critical is he's a multi-billionaire. At some point, he was the richest man on earth, all right? But even though he's not the richest man on earth, in the last, top listing, at least he's still part of the top, all right? Maybe 5 or 10. So what is very interesting is he amassed over 90% of his wealth since he turned 65. So it didn't happen in the last 20 years. It didn't happen in the last 10 years or the last 5 years, all right? It happened over a long period of time. So if you consider this, the guy is worth triple digit, if you don't consider the money he pledged to give to, charities, all right? Just considering the money he has in his company, Berkshire Hathaway, man, these guys is a rich, super rich, ultra rich guy. But if you compare him to other people who are also rich, or even the top rich man on earth now, which is, I think, Elon Musk, it's not the same way. It's not the same case. This statistic doesn't work for them because, first of all, they're way younger than him. But let's just go over the details. One of the Warren Buffett's remarkable achievements is that he has generated over 90% of his wealth since he turned 65. And this is somebody who started working on his company, started investing in companies, and being active, aggressively investing in the stock market when he was 20, in the 20s. So from the 20s to the 60s, he was rich, but it wasn't as rich once he passed 65. Again, because 90%, that is almost everything that is currently worth has been achieved, has been generated, has been built and attained since he was 65. This reflects his approach of getting rich slow, which was a response he said to have given Chairman Jeff Bezos of Amazon, who asked Buffett how he had achieved such great wealth, because nobody wants to get rich slow. And that is the point, folks. Nobody wants to get rich slow. Now he's 91 years old. All right? He's 91 years old. And he's continued to guide Berkshire Hathaway. At some point, he will have to retire. But I guess the bottom line here is the longtime CEO who took the control of the company 57 years ago, really, really took the time to make sure that, well, I need to build things slowly, because by doing so, it took a lot of patience. He wasn't looking for something that would be shiny. He wasn't looking for the next NFT or the next cryptocurrency. And you will tell me, but AC, that was another part of history. That was another period. Those were not even existing then. Yeah, and I will agree to that. But he's still not really invested into those. But still, he is part of the top richest people on earth. I'm not saying that we should all follow what he's doing, even though personally I do follow to some extent what he's doing, meaning I do invest in the stock market. I do invest in American companies. I do invest in companies that are producing added value, not only in the US, but, worldwide. And if you're interested in also doing so, please click on the comment link down below, where you have my services, where I'll have a consultation with you and actually see how we can get you started in investing, starting to build wealth, your financial freedom path, or at least optimize your portfolio if you are already invested. Now, the bottom line is folks, I know everyone wants to be rich. Everyone wants to have a lot of money, especially while they're young, so that they can profit, so that they can enjoy, so that they can, make use of that travel, etc., etc. But true wealth usually takes a lot of time to build, because let's just say you have $200 million falling onto your hands today, maybe because you won a lotto, maybe because you hit the jackpot in the stock market. Along the way, you didn't get your shoulders strong enough. You didn't get the values or the qualities. You didn't, go through all, the hassle, the obstacles, the challenges that will make your mindset strong enough to be able to sustain that kind of money. That's why people who win at lottery, literally after 5 to 10 years, are always even more poor than when they were not rich before they won the lottery. So it speaks volume on how we should see and approach, and be patient with building wealth, whether we're investing or not. But the bottom line is savings, your money, even though you have a great salary, will not get you there. You need to invest. That is the bottom line. And by investing, you need to be patient, because ultimately, at some point, it will outwork all the challenges along the way. And one day you'll find out that you're a double-digit millionaire, or you're a millionaire, just like that.